If your idea of a perfect vacation involves sweat, scenery, and maybe a pastry or two, you're in the right place. Today we're counting down the top 10 cycling destinations for road bike lovers. From volcanic islands to vineyard-draped valleys, these places aren't just for riding, they're for living. Let's start pedaling. From number 10 all the way to the top. Starting us off at number 10, Rotorua, New Zealand. Famous for its geysers and mud pools, Rotorua is also a paradise for road cyclists who crave variety. The roads here take you past bubbling geothermal zones, crystal-clear lakes and rolling farmland that feels untouched by time. Cycling around Lake Rotorua at sunrise, it's like gliding through a painting. And if your legs are cooked by midweek, you can soak in one of the area's natural hot springs. Ride hard, relax harder. Kiwi life knows how to balance both. Number 9, the poetic windswept Lake District in the UK. It's dramatic, it's misty, it's steep. And yes, there are a lot of sheep. The terrain varies from smooth lakeside spins to relentless hill climbs like Hard Knot Pass, one of the steepest roads in England with gradients touching 30%. But don't worry, every climb rewards you with a sweeping vista, a historic stone cottage, or a cafe with a scone the size of your saddlebag. You're not just cycling here, you're starring in your own British period drama, in Lycra. At number 8, the Pyrenees. This natural border between France and Spain isn't just a line on the map, it's a playground for cyclists with a taste for drama. Iconic climbs like the Col du Tourmalet and Porte de la Roe are not for the faint-hearted. These roads are long, leg-burning, and legendary. Expect switchbacks, stunning summit views, and sleepy mountain villages where you'll hear cowbells and clinking glasses. The mix of cultures means you might be fueled by croissants in the morning and pinzos by night. That's a win. Lucky number 7, the Canary Islands. Cyclists flock here to escape European winters and rack up vertical meters. Tenerife in particular boasts Mount Teide, a climb that starts at sea level and rises over 7,500 feet. What makes it unique? You'll pass through 5 different ecosystems on the way up. Lush coastal stretches, pine forests, lava fields, and then a Martian-like volcanic summit. It's like cycling through an episode of Planet Earth. And the best part? You can finish your ride on a beach, watching waves crash as your legs scream, "Let's never do that again." Until tomorrow, of course. At number 6, the mighty Alps. If the Pyrenees are wild and rustic, the Alps are grand and theatrical. This is home to Alpe d'Huez, Col de Galibier, and the majestic Stelvio Pass, rides that have defined cycling history. The climbs are long, the descents are fast, and the scenery? Picture snow-capped peaks, cow-dotted meadows, and picture-perfect chalets. Just be ready for altitude. Riding above 2,000 meters hits different, mostly in the lungs. But the reward? A fresh baguette, some alpine cheese, and bragging rights that'll last all year. Halfway in and coasting into number 5 is the California coast. The Pacific Coast Highway is one of the world's most scenic roads, hugging cliffs, diving into redwood groves, and stretching endlessly along the Pacific Ocean. Cyclists can ride from San Francisco down to Santa Barbara or beyond, stopping in towns like Carmel or Monterey for ridiculously good seafood. And if you need a break from climbing, detour into wine country. You've earned that Pinot Noir. Also, the weather? Basically perfect from March to October. Bring your sunscreen and your "I woke up like this" sunglasses. At number 4, Cape Town. This South African gem blends city, sea, and summit in one unforgettable ride. The crown jewel? Chapman's Peak Drive, a twisting coastal route carved into the cliffs, with the Atlantic Ocean on one side and towering rocks on the other. You'll ride past vineyards, surf beaches, and maybe even some baboons. Yes, actual baboons. Don't feed them, they're stronger than they look. Cap it all off with a glass of local Chenin Blanc and a sunset view from Signal Hill. Pure cycling bliss. Number 3, Girona. This small city in Catalonia has quietly become the epicenter of European pro cycling. Why? Perfect roads, mild weather, and routes that go from coast to climbs in under an hour. The old town is packed with bike cafes, cycling shops, and espresso bars where you're more likely to bump into a pro than a tourist. You can hit classic climbs like Ells Angels or coast through sunflower fields that look straight out of a travel brochure. Girona doesn't just welcome cyclists, it celebrates them. Runner-up is Tuscany. The name alone conjures romance, but for cyclists, it's a playground of rolling hills, olive groves, and postcard-perfect villages. Rides here are less about watts and more about wander. You can challenge yourself on the famous Strade Bianche, those iconic white gravel roads, or just roll from one hilltop town to another, fueled by espresso, cured meats, and Chianti. Tuscany proves you don't have to suffer to be a serious cyclist. But if you want to suffer, there's always a climb around the next cypress tree. And finally, number 1, Mallorca. This island isn't just a cycling destination, it's a cycling institution. The roads are pristine, the climbs are legendary, and the weather is about as reliable as your local group ride starting late. Sa Calobra is the star attraction, 26 hairpins of pure serpentine joy. But don't miss Cap de Formentor or the climb to Puig Major. Each ride gives you coastlines, cliffs, and charming mountain towns all within a short spin. And the infrastructure? Spot on. Bike-friendly hotels, roadside cafes, and even rental shops with high-end gear. Mallorca lives and breathes cycling. So there you have it, 10 cycling destinations that are worth every ounce of sweat and every sore muscle. Whether you're chasing KOMs or cappuccinos, these places will remind you why you fell in love with the road in the first place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us your dream ride in the comments. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and the views epic.